Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A reminder of our main stories tonight. Federal government dismisses fears of increasing taxes for companies. Minister of State for Aviation orders immediate investigation into the grounding of a Turkish airline's plane by aggrieved passengers in Abuja. It's the end of the road for some terrorists as they are nabbed in Kaduna State with explosive devices. And at least 500 soldiers deployed to deal with unprecedented floods in Yorkshire and Lancashire in the United Kingdom. A reminder here that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channels, where you can watch our videos. Log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on a mobile device and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We also urge you to interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app on the Android, iOS, and Windows platforms. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, please tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. So here are a few pictures sent into our Eyewitness portal, beginning with this one sent in from Isialangwa local government area in Abia State, showing a damaged bridge. Now, this bridge connects two commercial towns. Our Eyewitness reporter calls on state authorities to help rebuild it or perhaps replace it with a more permanent bridge. Our next photo comes from Shomolu area here in Lagos. It shows this drainage channel blocked by refuse. Our reporter wants relevant state agencies to clean up the drains or perhaps people living around the area to do something about it. Finally, is this photo from Bauchi Gombe Road showing a road accident involving a commercial bus. Our Eyewitness reporter urges commercial bus drivers to please be careful on the roads and obey traffic regulations as they journey along the highway. Thank you for sending in those pictures, and please keep them coming, especially how you're spending the holiday or events happening around you, to Channels Television. Speaking of the holidays, internally displaced persons in Plateau State have been assured of reunion with their extended families and ancestral homes from where they were driven by the insurgents. The cheery news was broken by the state's governor, Simon Lalong, during a visit to one of the internally displaced camps in Plateau. He said the relocation of the IDPs to their home state is in accordance with the federal government's directives.
These are internally displaced persons driven from their homes in the northeast by Boko Haram attacks. They have since found refuge in Plateau State. It's the season of giving, and in that spirit, Governor Simon Lalong, accompanied by Super Eagles star Ogenye Onazi, visits one of the IDP camps in Jos to celebrate with the residents. The IDP coordinator provides an overview of the situation at the camp, while Governor Lalong assures them of resettling them to their ancestral homes.
Left in this camp now are 97 families, totaling 560 people. We have tried to resettle some back to Michika, Mubi, and other places, even though some of them have been kidnapped and their families are still here.
And the best thing that they can do, that God will do for this country, is to make sure that all these displaced people are back home and are happy back home. It is not easy for anybody to leave home, no matter what it is. You can leave home for business, but when you leave home in circumstances that is not your liking, you will never enjoy any place. So our prayer, supporting Mr. President, is that everybody will be back home.
For the displaced, although living here is a big relief, there is no place like home.
We are very, very happy to celebrate the Christmas because the governor has given us his appreciation to us. We are very happy to this Christmas day.
Truly, we want to go back to our home. It is not easy staying away from home. We are praying to God to bring peace to our land.
baya tare da gidansa amma in ubangiji Allah ya mai da shi lafiya wannan abu murna ne gare shi.
The governor also assured the citizens of safety and peace in the state.
Many people are spending their Christmas here. Now we are going to continue to improve on the security so that Plateau will return to the peace of home and tourism.
You use this media to tell everybody that there's peace in Jos, and that is why we are here to celebrate Christmas peacefully. And even me too, I can ride my bicycle, go everywhere I want to go, because I'm really happy with everything, and it's just for God to give us the grace to maintain the peace.
The Zan Commercial Secondary School camp has registered over 470 families displaced from Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states, some of whom have since been reunited with their kindred.
To security now, the Nigerian army troops have recorded more success in the fight against terror with the arrest of 7 suspected Boko Haram members in Kaduna who allegedly specialize in making bombs and improvised explosive devices. A statement from the army spokesperson, Colonel Sani Kukashika, today says from all indications the suspects were in town to coordinate suicide bombings during the festive period, but their plans were foiled as a result of strict surveillance and a ban on vehicular movements within the metropolis that has been enforced since Thursday. He says following the recent deadline met by the army, the terrorists have resorted to attacking soft targets through suicide bombings, IEDs, and harassing attacks on isolated communities. One of the communities targeted by the insurgents is Ali Dawari, a satellite village near the Polo area of Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. The attackers arrived in the village in 3 vehicles this evening, shelling and shooting at the villagers. They also set many houses ablaze and then fired into the Polo area, injuring many residents. Residents of Jidari Polo, who have been fleeing their homes in panic, are moving to safer parts of the capital city. Military authorities in charge of the operation, Lafia Dole, are yet to react to the latest attack. In other news, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Ibe Kachuku, says no subsidy has been paid on petroleum products as of today. He explains this is due to the current low price of crude oil in the international market. Dr. Kachuku said the non-payment of subsidy will remain as long as market trends persist. He adds that if crude oil prices increase, there will be a review of the federal government's price modulation in the sector. The minister said this after inspecting the Kaduna refinery, where he noted that a combined daily production of about 10 million litres of petrol is expected from the 4 Nigerian refineries by January next year.
Today, there's no subsidy. We're selling products at 87. In January, we look at what the trend is. We'll announce product. We'll announce prices. If that price is less than 87, we'll announce it. If it's more than 87, we'll have to announce it. So let's keep going. My concentration right now is make sure refineries are working. The more they work, the higher the chances that I'll be closer to the sort of pricing that you're comfortable with. I keep getting asked this question all the time: subsidy or no subsidy? No. My commitment, what I'd like to, and I think that's what the president's commitment is one, provide products all the time, so that there's efficiency. 2, provide it at the least possible price that you can, and let it have some relationship with what the trends are. 3, when the prices begin to get up, and we have an interest in both, we also want the price of crude to obviously rise. But when the price of crude rises and it begins to affect the selling price of local products, we will look at those trends and then begin to see how we can adjust our pricing. I am happy that as of today, if I was to release your pricing today, it would be within the 87 bracket. I did say in Port Harcourt that really on that day, if you look at the market, it was more like about 85, 86. But obviously, we're not going to be fluctuating prices day to day, so we're going to take like an average. So I think that today, when you look at prices, we have no subsidy, but the prices remain comfortable, and that's what we need to do. It is the honesty in being able to sell products to Nigerians at the affordable price that makes sense, relating it to market trends. Now, and also the honesty, when you get to a point where the prices do not reflect the market trends, being able to do something about it, unless you want to continue to fund it.
Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachuku. Now, for the first time, Odu Ogboyaga community in Dekina local government area of Kogi State has the opportunity of directly accessing standard healthcare. This follows the commissioning of an ultra-modern general hospital in the community by the state governor, Idris Wada. While performing the ceremony, the governor explained that the hospital is a fulfillment of his administration's promise to deliver quality health care to every part of the state.
The first phase of an ambitious healthcare delivery project is complete. These buildings are meant to house the new General Hospital in Oduogboyaga community in Dekina local government area. For residents of the community, the symbolism is unique. It represents the first ever standard health facility in the community throughout its existence. Kogi State Governor Idris Wada, accompanied by his wife, members of his cabinet, party leaders and community heads, is here to perform the commissioning. The Commissioner of Health outlines the services to be offered by the hospital.
It's the general hospital where they are going to render general medicine, children care, and antenatal and labor cases and surgery. Because we have a theater, it has a maternity suite, it has an X-ray unit, it has a laboratory.
Some of the residents say they have to travel long distances of about 20 kilometers to other communities to be able to access medical treatment.
Our people over the years have been suffering to go to, even in terms of health challenges. They moved to Ayingba. The distance was about 20 kilometers from here. But today, we have a hospital of our own. At the time we're here, we're going to Ayingba, going to Dekina for any small ailment.
The governor, whose tenure ends on January the 27th, 2016, urges the people of the community to see themselves as co-owners of the hospital by providing all necessary support for the workers.
A new responsibility on the people of Oduogboyaga, that you must look after this hospital like your own house. You must contribute your quota to ensure that the environment is clean and that no equipment is stolen from this hospital. You must protect the hospital from any hazards and provide a conducive and enabling environment for the workers.
He promises that the hospital will be fully equipped in the days ahead. Then follows the formal commissioning of the hospital project.
God Almighty and the benefit of all the people of this community. Amen.
After which the governor inspects the buildings. Indeed, the final phase will be equipping and staffing of the hospital, and hopefully the long-deprived community will begin to enjoy the benefits of Medicare within reach.
When the News at 10 returns, NNPC's subsidiary, PPMC, to prosecute oil pipeline vandals in 2016. That's in a moment. Please join us again.